Welcome back to the Kudlow Report. Congressional Republicans are ramping up pressure on the Obama administration tonight after 2 weeks of changing stories from the White House following the Libya terror attack. Tonight, 4 GOP senators sending a letter to UN Ambassador Susan Rice calling for answers. We welcome back to the program Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin. Mr. Johnson, thank you, sir. You and a handful of other senators have written a tough letter to UN Ambassador Susan Rice. Can you tell us what's in that letter and what prompted you to write it?
Well, you know, we are calling on Ambassador Rice to explain the inaccuracies of her statements on the Sunday news shows on September 16th following the killing of Ambassador Stevens in Benghazi. And really, it was very apparent, Larry, very early on, that this was a pre-planned attack. The Libyan president said it was a pre-planned attack, and you have the ambassador of the United Nations for the United States coming on and misleading the American public. And so basically it's Senator McCain, Senator Graham, Senator Ayotte, and myself have sent a letter to Ambassador Rice to explain herself.
You know, there's a story out today, I didn't know if you saw it, Senator, but the story essentially was that the United States government, within 24 hours, knew it was a pre-planned terrorist attack. Your thought on that? Because that indicts Rice and whomever else was in this cover-up even more.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Ambassador Rice came on those Sunday morning programs and said that, in fact, it was a spontaneous reaction, of course, to the video. You know, and in no way was an expression of hostility toward America. And you really have to say, you know, killing four American heroes, quite honestly, attacking our consulate, if that's not hostility toward America, I don't know what it is. So, no, I think it's pretty apparent that the administration must have known, had information, and Ambassador Rice was sent out on the Sunday programs to mislead the American public. I find that outrageous, and I think she needs to explain herself and explain herself fast. You know, Larry, we should also call for an independent investigation. Right now, the State Department has an accountability review board that will do its own review, but it's going to take 60 days to get that information. We need that information now because hostilities have broken out across the Middle East. And, you know, this administration is trying to say that it's not in reaction to American policy, that it's in reaction to this pretext of a video. It's not. It has nothing to do with the video. It's all about the fact that America is losing influence in that part of the world. We are withdrawing. And I think it just shows that when America withdraws from the world becomes a more dangerous place, not a more peaceful place.
When a UN ambassador goes on a bunch of Sunday talk shows, and I believe you used the word mislead, some people have used the word falsehood, other people have used the word lying. At this point, given what we know, she was completely wrong and completely dishonest with the American public. Why shouldn't she resign?
Well, what I'm asking for her to do is, first of all, explain herself. If she has an explanation, let's get that on the table. I'm willing to give her that latitude right now. Get out here, explain herself. And if she can't explain herself, Larry, then I think I would probably be right on board with your result from that.
And don't you think that Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was quite aware of this also? That she may have given the order, she may have told Rice what to say. Rice reports to Clinton. It's a function through the State Department. I mean, what's her role in this?
I'll tell you what, Larry, you know, I was one of those senators being briefed on, I believe, September 20th. And we were told that they'd stay in as long as we had questions. I was the last one asking questions, and they cut off the questioning. I was not at all satisfied with that briefing, because we woke up the following morning, Larry. We found out far more in a New York Times article and a Wall Street Journal article than we were ever briefed during that supposedly secure briefing.
Right. All right. Going to leave it there. Senator Ron Johnson, Wisconsin. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it very much.
Have a good night.